How's it going, everybody? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Here we are, 8 out of the 12 streams of Christmas. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. We're 2/3 of the way done. Holy cow. Well, we will be after this. How's it going, everybody? C Sharpworm, good to see you, brother. You got first. You beat Chris by that much. And Nicolau, how you doing, my friend? Thanks for being here. Steve, Fat Daddy's back. Raspy's back. Nick, man, so good to see you guys. Thanks for being here. Mike, how you doing? Panda Boy, all right. Grammy, how's it going? Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it, and I enjoy seeing you. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. We got some fun stuff going on today. DJ Roscoe, how's it going? So I was looking through my list of the 12 streams of Christmas, and I started looking at them thinking, wow, we've done a lot of those. There's my dragon, by the way. Paragon. Paragon's a good name, I think. I don't know for sure what we're going to end up calling him, but Paragon is a good name because he's not a parrot, he's a dragon, and he looks like a dragon. He's going to look more like a dragon. But anyways, that was a lot of fun. Need the details on the adult Christmas party. Was it wild and crazy? I'll tell you this. Somebody got a bra made out of candy. Yeah. So it was that kind of party. And, oh, yeah, it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. Not me. I didn't get it. I didn't get the bra. My wife didn't get the bra made out of candy, but a bra made out of candy was there. It was good people, good times, white elephant presents passed around. I ended up taking home, it's one of those things where you can steal presents back and forth. And I ended up taking home a really cool rug to put up at the Hoobit house. That was you, Mike. That's right. You said Paragon. And I was like, I think I like Paragon. Anyways, I didn't. Yeah, someone had some candy last night, but it wasn't me. It's those crazy Christmas parties. Oh, anyways, okay, on to today. So I was, let me tell you what I was hoping to do and then what we're going to do instead. So what I was hoping to do was, and I know I've mentioned this a couple times. So this is a potentiometer, right? It's a dial. It's a little, an analog switch, you could say, right? It kind of varies the resistance that comes out these things. And what I wanted to do was put that sucker on a DrZz. And I wanted to use some of these really thin, these are individually addressable still, LEDs. Little tiny, there's a bunch of, I think this thing here has like 100 and something because they're just tiny. And my ultimate goal was to kind of make a little bit of a loop like this. It wouldn't be that big, maybe a little smaller, and have this dial kind of on top of the DrZz like that, and you turn the dial. And what I was hoping I could do was turn the dial, and there's an effect in WLED that's the loading effect. I think it's loading, or it's percentage, the percentage effect. And I was hoping that I could turn the dial and it would change that percentage, and it would make the light move along the bar, the light strip. And the idea was, it would be a health tracker for Gloomhaven. If any of you guys play Gloomhaven or have played Gloomhaven, it's really fun. It's really complicated. You got to have a dedicated group of people that want to play it. And somebody brought that up when we were playing some months ago, that you look across the table and it's hard to see, like, if one of your buddies needs some heals. And if you had a little thing like that with a light that kind of showed how much health everybody had, that might help. So that was my plan. However, when I looked up, and I don't need to try and find it right now, but when I looked up the what you can do with a potentiometer on WLED, modifying the percentage effect was not one of the things that you could do. You can do brightness, you can do speed, you can do you can change. I think you can change effects. I want to say you can, but anyways, you can do intensity. You can change a lot of things, but you can't. At least what's listed on the page I was looking at, changing the percentage is not there. So what that means is it would take a whole other layer of doing to make that happen, or it would just be not something we would do at WLED. We do something completely different. Not a rotary encoder. Maybe I should use, DJ Roscoe, maybe I should use a rotary encoder instead. Maybe I should just do something completely different. That was just my thought, because those are the tools that I have that I know how to use. But you're probably right. Something like a rotary encoder, where it's not like it's not a You're not doing an analog spectrum where you're kind of just clicking along and it's this one or that one or that one or that one. And maybe it needs just a different Arduino sketch, or maybe we can use ESP Home. I don't know. But regardless, that was initially the plan for today, and it's gone. Can you change the number of pixels in the setting? I don't think so, but let's look it up real quick. All right, Vortex is here. Vortex is here. There's a couple other people that I missed up there. Who else did I miss? I saw a couple of people. Mod Fan, how's it going? Giancarlo, how's it going? Cool name. We'll just do this real quick. We'll do Wled Potentiometer. As you can see, I've already searched it. And then I think I was looking at this, Wled projects. And then if you go down here, buttons, and then analog buttons, which is a potentiometer. These are the things you can do. You can do global brightness, you can do speed, you can do intensity, you can change the palette, you can change the color hue, set N opacity. Segment N opacity. I don't know what that means exactly, segment N opacity. But regardless, that's it. Those are the things you can do with a potentiometer on Wled right now. So I don't think that's going to work. Not for what I'm hoping to do. So I'm going to have to do some more research and some figuring out to see if I can get that going. What are we blowing up today? Barry, what we're blowing up today is xLights. So since that plan kind of died, that's okay. We got lots of other cool things we can do. This is what I want to do. The main goal for a lot of us is to make a light show. That means music playing, lights blinking this way, that way, color here, color there, props, blah, blah, blah. That's our goal. That's what most of us or a lot of us want to do. That's why we get into this, even if we're not there now. You know, we start the building blocks, and then, yeah, in a few years we build up and we understand and we learn and we grow and we spend a whole lot of money, and then we end up there, right? So I'm no expert, but I'm getting there. I'm getting better. I know stuff now that I didn't know before. And so I thought, I wonder how, I shouldn't say it like this, but I wonder how fast we could make a sequence. We could go start to finish. Now, this isn't going to be setting up your controller and setting up your props and your models and stuff. This is going to be, I've already got my lights installed. I've got my models created in xLights, and I've got my controller configured in xLights. Now I just want to take somebody else's sequence and adapt it to my layout and make it work, make it better, make it work, okay? And I think I can do that pretty well. Changing the color would work. Changing the color might work, like you get a little more red or something like that. Or you could, maybe if you put it on a certain palette. No, that wouldn't work either. Never mind. We'll come back to that another time. Yes, potentiometers, physical controls for Wled. Yes, confusion unknown. Yes. I want to do it, but maybe I'll have to rethink how I'm going to do it, and I can't do that on the fly at the moment. So let's do this. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to make a sequence for my layout, and we're going to try and do it in an hour or less. All right, it's 1:10 p.m. We're going to try and do it in an hour or less. I don't know that I'm going to be able to do it, but let's try. Okay. So I'm at this page called xLightsSEQ.com, and it's kind of a whole clearinghouse for lots of xLights sequences. So we're just going to go to free Christmas sequences, and we're going to pick one that I don't already have that seems good. Mary, Did You Know is kind of a cool one. Little Drummer Boy. I like that one. Little Drummer Boy was like my favorite Christmas song as a kid, because in the school play in elementary school, or the school performance, I played the Little Drummer Boy on the xylophone. But then I also, as I grew up, I realized, wow, I really like the theme of the Little Drummer Boy. And the theme to me is, it's not what you can do compared to anybody else, like what you can give or what you can contribute compared to anybody else. You don't have to be the guy that changes the world. You don't have to be the smartest or the fastest or the strongest or the richest or any of that. You just got to do the best you can with what you got. And everybody can do that. I can do that. I can do the best I can with what I've got. That's the theme of the Little Drummer Boy. I think I just sold myself on that song. Let's do it. All right. Little Drummer Boy it is. Here we go. Little Drummer Boy. I don't know why it didn't take me to the sequence. Okay, so here it is. And now it gives you a little preview. We can watch this, and this is probably going to copyright strike me, so I'll try and turn it down a little bit. Oh, this is somebody else singing. Ooh, this is cool. This is going to be good. All right. I think I can do this. Okay, this is going to be good. I don't know who sings this song, but I like it. We're going to try it, okay? All right, here we go. So we're going to go to download. Can I download this? Go to download. So this one's on the Google Drive. So, yep, this one's on the Google Drive. Okay, so you can find sequences on xLights sequences, and it may take you to a vendor or to somebody who sells it or who somebody who gives it away. But you can also, it could take you to a Google Drive folder that has a whole bunch of sequences in it. And I've sometimes just looked at the Google Drive folder and got it that way as well. The theme, that lady who just gave birth and just got her baby down to sleep, you gonna go play a song on the drums for her? She'll love it. Well, you put it that way, Joe. Gosh, how you doing, by the way? Man, how you doing? I gotta remember to call on you sometimes to go up and help me out with the Hoobit House. Just had a thought. Could you interact the REST API? Yes, I could with Maxwell. Yes, I could. And while I'm at work tonight, because I got to work the night shift tonight, which is why I can't do a long sequence today, or I can't do a long stream today. We may not get to 2 hours today because I need to try and get to sleep for a little while before I got to go to work tonight. That's for King and Country. That's the artist. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. Okay, I'm curious. We're gonna take this and we're going to download the whole thing. We're just going to download this whole thing. Download. Hopefully it'll let me download that whole thing. FFK. Oh, that's for FKK is for King and Country. Okay, great. So you should have a place when you're doing this. You want to have a place that you keep all your sequences. I can't remember where I've kept all mine. I think it's here, and then backyard. And then, yes, this is where I've been downloading sequences. Okay, so we're going to save that one there. Hopefully got all that. I'm interested to see this sequence mapping tips. I wonder what this file does. I don't want to copy the name. I want to open it. Can I not open it? Huh, interesting. Okay, well. So I was hoping that maybe that would give us some tips specifically about this, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, so now we can close that guy. So assuming I did that right, and assuming that I downloaded the correct zip file, what I do, or what I've done, and what I'm going to do, and I know there's probably 100 ways, and I appreciate it, and I know that Pixel Heads will have some suggestions for me, and others will have some suggestions. One of the things that happens sometimes when you import somebody else's sequence is if there are images or video clips, it doesn't look like there was in this one, but in other sequences there are. If there are video clips or pictures, and you want your instance of xLights to be able to find those, then when you import, you want to import the zipped up file, because then it will change the what do you call it, the path to those files based on the zip file. If you open the zip file first and then you try and just import the sequence, if there are video clips or pictures, you'll have to manually assign those, which you can do because they're probably in the zip file that you unzipped in the folder. They're probably there, but you'd have to go to each picture or each video and find it and assign it the correct path, which may not be a big deal if there's none or if there's a couple, but if there's a lot of those, and in some sequences there are a whole lot of those, it's almost impossible. It would take you too many hours to be worth your time. So we're going to start with trying, at least, to import the zip. First, I have to make a new sequence. So I'm going to click New Sequence up here. And I'm not going to grab any of this. I'm not going to tell it what to do with any of this yet. I'm just going to say done, and it's just going to make me a very blank, nothing to it, 30-second long sequence. And these are all my models. These are all my props and the things I'm going to assign lights to. I've made groups for most of this stuff, and this means it's a group. So I can do a lot of my basic stuff by assigning things just to these groups. So that should work pretty well. Now that I've done that, I can go back and import the zip file, hopefully. Here we go. For King and Country Drummer Boy. Great. Open. Oh, good. It worked. Sometimes it says, oh, you're trying to open a file that doesn't have an xLights sequence. And that's because I think some of them, especially on the Google Drive, are older, and there's been some changes to xLights. xLights, as you know, if you've been using it, it gets updated a lot. There's like a new, more than one a month, it feels like. I mean, they do a lot of updates. So sometimes you might have a sequence that was from an older time where now it doesn't mesh with the new version of xLights. Anyways, so this is the import. This is the map channels, the mapping page. So these are the names that the person who made this sequence gave to their props, and these are mine. These are the names for my props and stuff over here. The blue ones are the groups. So those are usually the first ones that I'm going to do. So here, what I've got to do is look at this and try and figure out what these are and what they do and where they might fit well on my models. Like what of this may overlay well onto my models, and hope for the best. Sometimes you do it and you go, that didn't look so good, but we're going to try. I'm going to start by saying that the tree will probably go well on the sphere. The sphere is this stretched shadow matrix model, or stretched matrix shadow model. So I'm going to start by putting in the tree right there and just drag it and drop it down there. That's it. That's all I got to do. Let's see what else we got here. We got arches, we got arch all, we got arch base outline, elf tune 2. I don't have an elf tune 2, so I don't need to worry about that. Z Bates, Z Boscoyo Chromostar. So that I think is the star on top of the thing. Z Saunders, I don't know what that is. Boscoyo Chromostar, Boscoyo Bulb Arch. Okay, let's take this Chromostar and we're gonna do the Chromostar on, let's try the big windows. Just try it. If it doesn't work, we can change it around. All right, and then we'll try, let's see, what should we put on the castle windows? The castle windows usually work well as arches. So we're gonna try this bulby arch, and we're gonna put that on the castle windows, and you just drag them and drop them. That's all you gotta do. The deck stairs is another one of mine that I really like. Peppermint Single, or the Chromostar 46 6 ring. Oh, so he's got a Chromostar 23 3 ring and a Chromostar 26 or 46 6 ring. Peppermint Single. I'm going to go with Peppermint Single. Another thing that I look at on these is this is the number of effects that are on that model. So if the model has a very few effects on it, it's not doing much. It's not changing very much. If it's got a lot, like these in the 30s and 40s, then you know that it's pretty constant. Some of these sequences that you might find, this one, fortunately for me, and the goal I set to do this quickly, fortunately, these are it's really low. This number is pretty low. So the highest is 48. That's pretty low. I've seen them where they're in the hundreds. So you get an idea of how active that prop or that model, how active that thing is based on the number of effects that are assigned to it. So I'm going to take this Peppermint Single. I don't know what it's really going to do, but we're going to put it on the deck stairs. Great. Then we're going to let's do this Chromostar 46, and let's put that on the deck railing matrix that I have out there. We're going to take this and we're going to put that on the deck railing matrix. What I'm really doing is I'm taking the things that seem to be very active and I'm putting them on my props that I want to be most active. All right. Let's see. Roofline, whole house, and whole castle. We're going to have to do a few of those things. Whole house and whole castle. I don't know what these are. These Z Bates. We're definitely going to leave those out. I only have a couple more to do, which is nice. So I only got these two and these two to kind of assign to things. I could do something on the whole castle, and I could do something on the whole house. Let's do this Boscoyo Bulby Arch Base Outline All. That sounds like it's pretty extensive. We're going to put that on the whole house. We'll take this Arch All, which isn't that much stuff. Yeah, we'll put that just on the room windows. I have no idea what that's going to do. And then we need the whole castle to do something. I don't know what Z Bates and Z Saunders is. So we'll try. Sometimes you have to be careful because I have like some of the windows and the castle windows. If I put something on the whole castle and the castle windows are also doing something, one of them is going to take priority over the other. Or sometimes they're going to just kind of one be layered on top of the other. And so you don't know how that's maybe going to turn out. We're going to try it. We're going to let's do Z Bates on the whole castle. And then we'll go up here and we'll do Z Saunders on all the windows. And then that's it. I've taken everything except the elf, which is just telling people what radio station to tune into. And I'm going to leave that. So now I've got something assigned to everything. So I'm going to say, okay. I'm not going to save this. This is for if you buy a sequence or if you get a sequence from a vendor or from a person and you know what their names are that correspond best to your props and your names, then you can save this. And when you import from somebody else, from the same person again, you can just load the mapping. If you've saved the mapping, you can load that mapping and you don't have to go through this process again. I'm not going to save it because I don't think I'll use these again, but we'll see. And I don't even know if I got them right. So no use in saving them for me if I don't have them right. Oops. Are you sure you want to exit without it? Yes, sorry. Okay, so here we go. Oh, there's a couple things here. So first of all, oh, look, there's a face. So that's what those bulbs are. So those bulbs are faces. So that's probably not going to work so well because I don't have a face. I can put faces on the sphere or on the matrix, but I don't have faces. So my guess is I will probably just delete those guys. Let's see. We want to shorten this up. Oh, we need to put the music in here. That's another thing we need to do. We need to put the music in here. So now we're going to go and unzip that folder unzip that file that I downloaded. Okay. I'm going to go over here and I think it was in here somewhere. Nope, that's not it. It was down here. Too many hard drives on this computer. Atlas, xLights, backyard, FKK drummer boy. All right. Now, I don't think it unzipped it already. Yeah, no, it doesn't unzip it automatically. It just goes in there and gets what it needs. So I'm going to unzip it. I'm just going to extract it to the same place. Oh, there's the sequence mapping tips. We're going to extract that. And I'm going to put it in a drummer boy folder. Try and be a little bit organized. Okay, so now it should be there. Now I should be able to go here and find drummer boy. There it is. In here, now I'm going to find the sequence. Oh, you know what? It said go to YouTube to get the music, right? Some of them will include the music and some of them will not. So this one did not. So let's go do what it says to get the music. And this is probably a copyright reason why it says go here to get the music. Get the music. Oh, Amazon. Oh, good. So I have to buy the music. Do I have to buy the whole thing or can I just buy one song? Choose at least 3 artists. Start personalizing. No. All I want to do is just get that one song. Oh. No, thanks. Little drummer boy. All right, great. Can I download this? Do I have to buy it? Add to playlist. Try Amazon Music Unlimited. I want to download this. I don't know if it's going to let me. Okay, I plussed it. This is the album, I'm sure. Okay. Download 0. I can't download it probably, right? All right, let's find we can probably find it another way. Oh, I hate to kind of snag this. I would rather just buy it. I don't want Amazon Music Unlimited though. Can't I just buy this song? It won't let me download it. Probably because I don't have Amazon Music Unlimited. All right, then let's try it another way. Does Spotify let you download songs? Or we can just do this, unfortunately. We'll do this and I'll figure out a way to pay for it. All right, for King and Country, I promise I'll pay for the song. King and Country, Little Drummer Boy. And here, if we go here, now there is a way, unfortunately, this is really bad. This is really bad. Wait, is that going to play like background? 449. I don't think that's going to do it. I don't think I want that. Is this thing really 4 minutes long? Yeah, I can just take it from here. Let's go to this one. All right. I am in no way condoning taking MP3 music. So I'm just going to magically go over here and get this song legitimately. Chat's pretty quiet. Am I missing something? Oh my gosh, that's why chat is quiet, because I haven't seen any of those things all the way down there. Oh, sorry. I was like, man, why has nobody just use that link? Oh, you mean the link for this, right? Royalty-free Little Drummer Boy. Probably an MP4 preview of the sequence next to it on the Google Drive. Well, I can just use this. I'll just use this. Sorry, guys. I got a little... I was like, wow, why is nobody talking on the stream? And then it was because I just wasn't scrolling down enough. If the zip file has an MP4 in it, you can use that as the music. It didn't, though. That's what I was looking for, Lights on Peacock. I was looking for that, and it doesn't have it. Some of them have. This one does not. Some of them, even if it says, go to YouTube and get it, they still put it in there. But this time they didn't. So let's see if what I end up with here is going to work. Hey, look at that. There's the Little Drummer Boy song. Fantastic. That's amazing. There it was. I just missed it. Oh, and the preview on the Google Drive. Okay. Well, anyways, I got the song now. Okay. So the point of that is we do need to put the song in here. All right. We need to put the song in here because right now there's no song. So the sequence would stop right here. This means no more sequence. So it's going to stop right here. So we're going to go over to File. We're going to go to Sequence Settings, and we're going to change it from an animation, which doesn't have music, to Media, which has music. Now it says you have to have a media, which you can use an MP4, like they're saying. You can use a video, or you can use the MP3 or a wave or something else. You can use a lot of different file types there. So I'm just going to go select the song and open it up. Doing it on hard mode. That's what I do, man. All right. Anyways, we got the song and it looks like it lines up pretty well. So we're going to call that good. We're going to call it good. Now I do got to turn down my audio a little bit here so you guys don't have to see it. Okay. It's on very quiet. So if it's, if you hear it and you think it's going to copyright strike me, speak up, help me avoid getting in YouTube jail. All right, so the first thing we're going to do now that we've got all this sequence stuff in here, get my fat head out of the way, all this sequence stuff in here, I can probably shrink this down. I don't need that to be quite so big. I got all this in here. We know for sure, I know for sure that these aren't going to work. So we're going to have to redo something with the castle windows, but maybe it'll be okay because of the stuff that's in the all castle. I don't know. We're just going to have to watch it now and find out. So here we go. We're going to render. So that will give it a minute to think about all these things and put it all on my models, and then we'll be able to watch the preview over here. The ask message to Spam-A-Lot mode because this is a future video topic. Oh, okay, great. While it's doing that, we can go back to, if we go to here, which we already were there, I guess, Google Drive. If we go back a page. No, I just want to go to the other, so I can go, I don't get this. I wish I could go from here back to above this. There's a layer above this. Since it's still rendering, so we have a minute to think about this. Google Drive, xLights, sequences. Bring, bring, bring. Thank you very much, Michael, for subscribing. We're going to do a scroll song. Yeah, Google Drive xLights models. We're going to go there. Boing. We're going to go free sequences. We're going to go Christmas. And then we're going to look for the little drummer boy.
I don't know, but I found these results on search.
Huh. Really? I can't search them? Nope. Yeah, it's searching through all of my stuff. That's not searching through just the xLights one. I was trying to find it here without having to scroll through all of them. But what Chris is saying is that in here, often you can find search on Drive is awful. Okay, good, Chris. It's not just me. Yeah, the Google Drive interface is bad. Yeah, it's great that they have it in the xLights sequences thing in a way that makes it really easy to just get to the download. So thankfully, use this instead. But if you find yourself in a situation where you do have to search through the raw Google Drive, here you go. Because if there's a better way to search through this, you guys let me know. And it's probably, is it just Drummer Boy? See, that's the thing. I don't know. Anyways, the point that Chris is making is you can, they often have a video preview like this that you can just watch, and you can just download this as your media file. Okay. So you can, and now that I've lost it, you can just download the media file here, the video, and use that as your audio. That's what he means. I don't go anywhere near the Google Drive free sequences link if it's full of antiquated, nasty old stuff. Is that right, Steve? I'm still new, so I'm still going there. I did spend some money on sequences this year, and I'm sure that will be a better thing to do. But anyways, that's the sequence I picked. Now that it's rendered, we're going to do a save just so that I don't lose any progress as we go. Drummer Boy sequence. We're going to leave it right here in this folder. Perfect. Done. Now we can watch it. So now we just watch it and we see what happens. volume. That should do it, right? There's a better one. It's a few years back one, really? 2019. This isn't horrible. I'm not hating this. It's simple. It's simple. Is there another one I should use, Turtle, for this song? I like this song. Has graphics, etc. It's better. Okay. Super quiet now, but better than YouTube robots getting it. Great. You get the idea. Okay. Let's find... We're going to save this one. Again, actually, like, I wouldn't have to. If I wanted to just win a fastest sequence contest, I could be done. Because I really could finish. There's enough going on here. It's not great, but there's stuff happening here. I think what I would like to do, though, is to take... Maybe what I would take is the whole house stuff and move it under some other things. Can I do that here? I want some of the stuff that's happening to be above. I would definitely take these off. Just take the faces off. I guess I got to unlock them. Yeah. They're red, so they're locked, right? So I got to unlock these. And then once I've unlocked them, I can delete them. And that will make it so that the... Doesn't want to unlock. There it goes. That'll make some of the castle stuff not be red all the time because it was just putting that on there. See, that's kind of cool. It's not horrible. Okay, so I'm actually not going to change this. I'm going to leave this as it is, but I'm just going to save it as like it's just a simple one. All right, so we're going to call it Drummer Boy Simple. Okay, save. Then we're going to do this. That's no fun, though. We're going to do it better. We're going to do it better. So graphics and stuff, huh? Turtle says, so if I go to... Best way to find that, Turtle. What's the best way to find that sequence? The xLights around the world from, you say from 2019? I think this is a really cool thing for you guys that don't know what this is. This is they put out a song and they basically tell everybody that does xLights, make a sequence for this song, share it with us, and it's going to be awesome, right? Something like that. And then they just try and put things together, or they download this, or you get to download the sequence and then you get to put it on your show, and then they mix them all together, right, and make one video about it. Is this what it turned out to be? This one here. Yeah, so then they do all this. It is that song too. Okay, great. That's awesome. So let's download the sequence. Here we go. The xLights around the world sequence. So we're going to download this this zip, and I'm actually going to download that other one too. So we're going to go back to the backyard. We're going to go, yeah, we're going to put it in here. We're going to do this one here. We're going to rename this one. We're going to call this one Simple. No reason to delete stuff that might be useful. Oh, maybe we should just make it a whole new folder. Let's make it a whole new folder. That might be better. New folder. We're going to say xLights, X around the world. Drummer Boy. Okay. So we're going to go in here, and we're going to save that zip file there. We're also going to actually save the audio here, just to see if it's different. I don't know why there's two. This must be the final video, and this must be the video that's just for the audio, I guess. Little Drummer Boy live. Cool. Okay, so I downloaded that in that folder as well. xLights around the world, drummer boy. Oh, it didn't download that unless I downloaded it in the wrong place. Let's do it again. Download. That's just not giving me the option of where to put it. There it goes. xLights around the world, drummer boy. There we go. Okay. I think I closed it. I think it popped up and then I closed it. Whoops. The other might be a preview. I think they're both on the Matrix. One is a Matrix video. Get both? Okay, sure. Oh, I see. Because one of them, oh, I understand. So this is a video to put on the Matrix. So we could put this on the sphere. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. You're right. I did click cancel instead of save. I realize that now. I hope you back up that drive. You have a lot of hours of work in there. Backup? Scenic. So this must be, yeah, this is just goes on the Matrix. Oh, that's going to be cool. This thing on the sphere is going to be awesome. Oh, yes. Oh, my word, yes. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Okay, we're going to do a new sequence. Yay. And actually, now that I have the audio, I already have the audio downloaded, I can do a musical sequence. Let's go to xLights, backyard, xLights around the world, drummer boy. And we're going to pick this. They're both the same length. So I'm assuming, oh, that one's 32. This one's 35. We're going to pick this one. And we're going to let that be our audio track. But we'll also make it our video track when it comes time to do that. Who needs backups? Meh. If you installed that NAS just for pictures, it's kind of a waste. Okay, good. Let's we need to do that as another thing too. I need to back up my hard drive on the NAS because so far I did back it up just for pictures, or did have it just for pictures. It's not a Dr. Pepper day. It's a Coke Zero day. Now let's import the zip file. There it is. xLights around the world 2019 drummer boy right there. Grab that. Here we go. Oh, yes. Now, let me ask you this, guys. Is xLights around the world, do they always have the same available list of models? So if I were to save a mapping file, once I've got this the way I want it, if I save a mapping file, is that always going to be the same every time they do xLights around the world? Because that would be awesome. Wouldn't it? I'm like a kid in a candy store. No, they're not the same. Boo. It's all different all the time. Boo. All right. But these at least have nice, simple names. I can understand what this is doing. So this is going to be great. Sometimes there's a whole house. Let's see if there's a whole house. Outlines? No. Yeah. Entire display, entire house faces, floodlights. No. Candy canes, arches. So for me, my castle windows work really well as arches. So when I see arches, I go to castle windows because that's what my castle windows are. Whoop, whoop, whoop. P10 goes to sphere. Okay, P10 goes to sphere. And for anybody that doesn't know, P10 is a matrix. It's just it means the lights are 10 millimeters apart, right? Okay, let's do what should we do on the deck stairs? Big windows. How much power do all these LEDs consume? Not that much. What did we decide? Well, all the LEDs? Oh boy. Yeah, probably 20 something amps. We're probably talking a couple thousand watts. Hey, Martin, how are you doing, my friend? Haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for being here. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to you. Almost at 120,000 subscribers. Oh, let's get there. Go get your friends. Tell them to come. All of you guys, go get your friends. All right, let's see what else. You know what we can do? Another thing we can do here is we can watch what's going on some of these and see. I don't know if this is the place to watch it, though. We're going to close that one. Let's go here again and, oh wait, I already downloaded it, didn't I? No, I downloaded that. So It's not showing me anywhere. All right, well, we can watch this. I'm going to mute it, but we're going to watch this and we're going to see kind of what things are doing. What things are doing what. So you can see there. Okay, so there's a lot of the whole house things. I'm guessing that that's the whole, when it says whole display, I'm guessing that means the whole house. I kind of like this, right? That looks kind of good. The candy canes, there's one for candy canes, and I see candy canes are just kind of going on and off. I don't see a bunch of candy cane stuff. I see this tree, and I really think we got to do something with the tree. I think the tree we could put on the deck stair matrix. Whole display is everything. Okay. We're going to put the tree. They've got this mega tree here, right? And actually, the people that have multiple mega trees, it's all doing the same thing. So this mega tree, we're going to put it on my deck railing matrix. Include the sphere. The sphere is included in my whole. We can look at mine, but I'm pretty sure that my whole house does include the sphere. So we're going to do entire display. We're going to put that on the whole house. We're going to do mega tree, and we're going to put mega tree on the deck railing matrix. Mega tree, deck. Where'd it go? It just disappeared on me. Deck railing matrix. The other matrices, I don't know, floodlight, entire face houses, candy canes. You going to run this on the actual pixels today? Yes, I will. If we get this all done, which I assume we will, we're doing pretty well on time, I'll upload it and it'll be on the show tonight. I'm running that one again this year, but the video won't post until later this week. I need to work on getting mine done. All right, let's do, what else do we do? We got to do something with just windows. We got to do something big windows. Mini trees, outlines. Outlines, let's do outlines. Let's do all windows for outlines. I don't know what that's going to do, but we'll put outlines on all windows. Spinner, star 1, star 2. Let's put something on the deck stairs. One of these two. Let's do star 1 on the deck stairs. If you really get fancy, we could break it down and do like something on the bottom and something on the middle, but that's a little trickier to do and you don't know exactly what you're looking at. Room windows. We already got the all windows. Let's do something with the candy canes. What should we do with the candy canes? Whole castle? Mini trees, floodlights, entire face. Let's put the candy canes. Let's put the candy canes on the roof line. I don't know for sure. Room windows. So some of this, when I already have all windows. So when all windows has something going on, I don't know if I want to have, see how many things are on the outlines. 93, that's a lot. That's going to be busy. Well, let's see what this looks like and we can come back. Okay. Let's see what this looks like. Okay. Yes, I'm sure I don't need to save it. Uh-oh. They're missing. It could not be imported. Okay, it wants this live from Phoenix MP4. Okay, that's the video. That's this video right here. No, that's not this. Oh, it is that video. That's weird. It should find that, but it didn't. That's okay. So we have this video. But I don't want that. I want this. So that's what I had to do. Oh my gosh, look at that. That is going to be so cool. Holy cowboys. All right. Cowboys? Okay, let's give it a render. We're going to render the whole thing. It looks pretty busy. I actually think we're going to be pretty good here. I don't know that we're going to need to do any other adjusting. This looks pretty doggone busy. I think we're going to be in pretty good shape here. We might not need to do anything else at all. But we'll see. We will see. We got to let it render and then we'll see. Slide that bar over. Oh yeah, like this thing that you were talking about. Yep, that's the one. Putting any cool looping video on the sphere. Instant cool, right? Instant cool. Oh my gosh, that's going to be so good looking. Wow. Wow. This might be my new favorite sequence. And we built it in like 30 minutes. Actually, we didn't really build it. But this is what you do though, right? Rather than try and build it from scratch, you just import it from somebody else and it works really well. So there's some times like this where maybe something else up here would be good. But we'll get there. We'll see. It's just rendering right now. But if looks like we need something going on up there. So when we get to that part, it could just be that it's a render thing that right now it's not showing it, but I like that. That's all good. I like that. That's all good. This is a great sequence. This is fun. I need to pick your brains there, Pixel Heads, about because I like the idea of the xLights around the world, but I heard you guys complaining that this one wasn't as good and that they hadn't been as good. But if there are good ones in the past, I'd love to grab them and take a part of them. Take them apart. Blah, 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 blah. We're still doing rendering, probably because of that video on the sphere. Oh, Into the Unknown was great. Oh, okay. So here's another one where it looks like we don't have enough going on the room windows. I think I would do the room windows or maybe the big windows here, do something else. The vendors already had sequences out for them for this year. So what's the idea? The idea is, it finished rendering. Thank you very much. Confusion unknown. Thank you very much. Okay, we're going to save this, and now we're going to call it Little Drummer Boy Scenic. No, we're going to call it Drummer Boy. We'll call it we better just call it Drummer Boy because I want it to be next to the other one. Drummer Boy and then Drummer Boy Simple. I'm just going to call this one Drummer Boy. We're going to overwrite that other one because this will be like my main Drummer Boy sequence. So we're just going to overwrite that one. And now we're going to play it. Let's see what it looks like, right? Could you show how to wire up 2 strings of lights to a Dig Uno? Oh, sure. You bet. We can do that easy enough. All right, let's play it and see what it looks like. We can make this big and then play it. Can you hear it? Hopefully not. Oh, let's get my ugly face out of the way. I love this. This is all perfect. I don't need to do anything with any of this. This is amazing. Sing along. Come, they told me. Pum. Oh, you want to watch me dance to the audio? I don't have to do anything. Perfect song. You can't hear it. Okay, good. And then it's live and they're cheering. I got to be careful about too much white light because I always worry about power with the white lights and I'm going to blow a fuse or something when it goes all white. So there's a couple times I saw where all the windows were white. That's worked out okay on some other sequences I have. This is cool. Import something to the matrix under the window. I don't have a matrix under the window yet. That's my P5 that I haven't finished. So I need to do that. But I don't have a matrix there, actually, in real life yet. Okay, this is working well. I don't think I need anything else right now. This is so good. So I was a little worried about the windows, that the windows weren't doing much, but it's kind of nice that they're just kind of flowing when it's time to flow. I love that the castle lights are going fast. That's nice. Everything's included. You went to this concert this year? I remember you telling me you went to this concert, John. I remember that. Bam, bam, bam. I gotta have something for next year, Turtle. And that P5 under the window is for next year. Gotta leave something for next year. And then potentially, I keep saying I'm gonna sell the sphere, but I'm enjoying it a lot right now. So I kind of like, do I not want to have the sphere? I think the sphere is pretty freaking amazing. So I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see. I have that tree in the middle of the yard that I probably should do something with. Turn it into a matrix or something. If I was worried about the white, see how the lights are going white like that on the windows? If I was worried about that, I would go in and change that color. Instead of being white, I'd just make it something else. 2 streams in a row, Nicholas? You've been able to watch it? It is a Christmas miracle. Yeah, it is a nice niche. Oh, he's playing the drum. You can see the hand playing the drum. But we still got to get the sphere up off the ground. You need a chainsaw for that tree? Yeah, man, I do. I love that tree, but it's so big. And I knew it. As soon as we moved into the house, I was like, oh, that tree's going to be a problem. Those trees get, I mean, it's a blue spruce. They get massive. Even this year, I probably chopped 4 feet off the top of it. DIY sphere kit. Oh, I wish, man. I wish. It's a rough one. We've got that's so cool. The manger thing there, the little nativity. Oh, I love it. Janice is going to love this one. What song are we using? This is The Little Drummer Boy by For King and Country, which apparently I need to be more of a fan of. Here's a screen snip of mine this year running that same sequence. Oh, awesome, Blarg. Awesome. How many lights do I have on the sphere? Juan says 20,028. 20028. Oh my gosh, that's so good. My wife's going to love this. This is great. And this was so easy, right? So easy. It's easy because it was already done by somebody else. Plant some short arbor vitae. They smell nice. No DIY kit, but you can get the plans. You can get the plans. I don't know that I would. A DIY kit? Oof. Oof. I think every one of these, if somebody else was going to build a sphere like this, you could use the plans, like Gers says. We got the plans. They're available for Patreon. They're available for YouTube members. But then if you want it, okay, it's over. But every one of those is going to just be so unique. Like you'd have to build it yourself, really, because it would be so unique. That is going to look great tonight. Okay, I don't even want to change anything. Do you guys think we need to change anything? This needs to get uploaded to Discord. Which part, Turtle? This thing we just did? Oh, once it's playing, you mean? You want me to record it? I can't record it tonight. Was that a snow globe nativity scene? It looked like something like that. I don't know. It was on my globe. It was on the sphere out there. Okay, so I already did a render and a save, right? So I don't need to do a render and save again. But what I do need to do is send it to my controller. So we're going to go to Tools, FPP Connect. Maybe have some more stuff going on at the top windows. They don't have much at some parts. They really need, but there really isn't much need to change. I could change a little bit. You would already be good enough. I think, yeah, when I play it. Okay, so I'm going to be at work tonight. So I would have to ask somebody else to record it and then play it back, or then play it for everybody. But what I'll probably do, oh my gosh, this window is just massive. What I'll probably do is just record it tomorrow night. I'll have it on this show tonight, but I'll record it when I'm home tomorrow night. Because I won't even get to see it tonight. I got to go to work before dark. All right, so now I've got 2 controllers. 142 is the sphere, and that's my main controller. That's the player. And then I've got 62, which is my backyard controller. That's the one that does the windows and everything else. I say put it out as is, then send the next week making changes, then re-upload to the controller. I like that plan too, Turtle. I like that plan too. I've had to do that. I have had to hold back, and I'm sure you guys, Turtle and you other pixel heads, you've probably had to do the same thing. You have to show some restraint. Like, I would love to just sit and tinker and tinker and tinker and tweak and just try and make it perfect, and spend all my time just trying to make these perfect sequences that I just am so happy with. You can't do that. At some point, you got to say it's good enough and you stop. It's like, I would assume, I don't paint, but I would assume that artists that paint or draw do the same thing. They have to get to a point where they're like, okay, this is good enough. It may not be everything, and I could keep going. I could keep tweaking it, playing with it, trying to make it better, trying to make it different, but I got to stop at some point. So that's what I'm doing right here. You've conquered xLights this year. Thank you, Nicholas. I have. Yay! Watch out, people. Home assistant addiction is a real danger. Okay, so we are just going to upload Drummer Boy. That's it. We're going to upload Drummer Boy. We're going to upload it to both of those sequences, or both of those controllers, sorry. Remember, the stream is currently being sponsored by DrZzs.com/shop. Oh, which reminds me, I'm confused. If you're a YouTube broadcast, why do they hit you with a copyright infringement? Why can't you have a disclaimer saying any music that is broadcast, you don't own the rights to the music? What they do, Mike, is typically what they do, and they don't even always have to like ask the person, the copyright person, but whoever holds the rights for this, for the song or for video clips, what they do is they take whatever revenue you would make from that and they send it to them, which is fine. I mean, but sometimes like I've had, you know, a video, not that, so these streams don't make much money with ads. I always say $8, and it might not even be that high anymore. So, but what they'll do, even if it's just a few minutes, like that was just a few minutes of that song. But if YouTube's algorithm or their little bots, they go through and just listen, they analyze all the audio. And if they say, oh, this is a song, we recognize this song, it belongs to For King and Country. So we're going to take this whole 2-hour video or whatever, which actually it's not going to be 2 hours because we're going to stop here before too long so I can get a nap. We're going to take this whole 2-hour video and all the revenue that DrZzs or DrZs and Gers would make from this video, and we're going to send it to For King and Country because I used, you know, a minute and a half of one of their songs. It's kind of lame, right? But that's what they do. But I don't really make, we don't make much off of this live streams anyways. What we do, live streams, we do for fun, first and foremost, but also to just constantly kind of keep the community going, right? Give everybody in the community, all you guys that like showing up and like talking about this stuff and watching this stuff, give you something to look forward to, something to do. So our whole thing is let's keep building a community and get more people that we interact with on a regular basis. And streaming is a great way to do that. So that's what we do. All right. That should be it. Now what we're going to do is go to the, we can close xLights now at this point. I'm just going to close it because we saved. So we're done. Close xLights. We did it. Less than an hour. We did a really good one. I feel like it's a little bit cheating because the sequence was mostly done for us, but I'll take it. Oh, watch this. SG, you're going to love this. Sir Goodenough, you're going to love this. I knew that I was going to have, like, I like having my whole window now, right? So the whole screen is up on the stream now, right? I've changed things a little bit on the stream background. So the whole stream is up there. So what's going to happen, as Sir Goodenough knows, he looks at this and he goes, oh crap, right? Because he thinks I'm going to put a URL in here, like for my Home Assistant or something, that's going to be a problem. And you're going to end up having to block it out or something. But watch this. I have a button that I call the URL blocker. And when I push that button, this is the best way I could come up with to block my unique Nabukasa URL. So now I can go to Nabukasa and the URL will not be leaked on the stream. Aren't you happy? Aren't you proud of me? I did it for you, man. I did that for you. Patreon and PayPal are the best ways to support channel. More money goes to the creator, less to the leeches. That is very true. I think YouTube takes something like 30%, like for members, where Patreon, it's like, what is it, Gers? Like 3% or 5% maybe? It's a lot less for Patreon. So I get the convenience factor for a lot of people for YouTube and stuff. And Twitch, let's talk about that too. Let's not forget that. And I know Sir Goodenough's been great about this, and some of the others have too. And it's constantly a good thing to remind everybody. If you like what we're doing and you want to support us, you can support us financially for free. You go to Twitch. And you use, if you have Amazon Prime, which just about everybody does, I guess. If you have Amazon Prime, you go to Twitch, you subscribe to DrZs and Gers. Did I change it? I don't think I did. I think it's just DrZs, just DrZzs on Twitch, but it's still me and John together. But on Twitch, you can use your Amazon Prime free Twitch subscription. And we get I think it's $5. They keep some, but it's a couple bucks a month, $4 a month that you don't have to pay for. Jeff Bezos pays for it. Can't beat that. So yeah, go grab a Prime subscription on Twitch for us. That's super helpful. Super helpful. And that reminds me, let's do this little button here because I haven't hit this little button in a while. I love my Stream Deck. That is Sir Goodenough, by the way. Okay, what was I going to do here? Oh yeah, I got to go to my controller now. So now I'm going to go to my FPP controller. This is the Sphere. So this is the main controller. This is the one that tells everything else what to do. So from here, I am going to go to the content setup and playlists. I'm going to select my Christmas 2023 playlist, and I'm going to modify it. And I'm going to modify it by inserting the new sequence we just uploaded, which was Little Drummer Boy. Drummer Boy right there. Okay, we're going to add that. Let's see where it put it, and let's put it in the right place. Okay, I really like ending with the Sarajevo one, but so we're going to move this up to about there. I like that. And the other thing that I don't have in here that I'm going to add, that I didn't realize that I had when I first made this, was I do have All I Want for Christmas. It's really simple, so I'm going to put this at the beginning. Oh, and I got to finish the Candy Cane Lane one, but I'll do that later too. Okay, All I Want for Christmas Is You. And it's a short one. We're going to put it right up here after. We'll put it after. No, we'll put it before the hippo. No, we'll put it after the hippo, because the kids like the hippo. Okay, so now I added 2 more songs today. So now my show is 25 minutes long. Okay, excellent. And then I just need to save playlist. And then I need to go make sure my calendar's got it still on. Send Durs and Gurs Jeff's money. That's right. Send Durs and Gurs Jeff's money. We need more yachts. All right. Let's go to the calendar real quick and just make sure the scheduler's turned on, because I turned it off the other night. Okay, it's still on. Good. Good. Okay, that's it, guys. Let's take a few minutes now, and I'm happy to answer some questions, but I'm also happy to end the stream a little bit early. Yesterday, I streamed for like 3 hours building that dragon. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. You're a dragon, not a parrot. Get in trouble with the Paragon. That one isn't going to work. That OGG don't look right. Oh, really? If you tested that one, you might need to open render and save, then re-upload that one. I have watched it outside, but I can take it off. Let's take it off. If you look at it and you're concerned that it might mess things up, then let's just take it off, because it doesn't need to be on there. I have played it directly. I haven't played it as part of this, but I have played it directly. So this one didn't look right because it's an OOG or OGG file. That's the audio, right? I'll take it off. It's okay. No big deal. I listened to Turtle. Gotta go. Thanks. See you later, Grammy. Poor Paragon. It can play OGGs. I think so. It played it. I'm pretty sure it played it for me. I'll verify and I'll get back to you. It's okay. We're on a nice even 24 minutes now, so that's even better. All right, let's look for questions for a minute. I'll call up the kids here in a couple minutes for sign off. We'll sign off earlier than we usually do on the Sunday streams, but it's been a busy week of streaming for me, and I would love to get in a little bit of siesta time before I got to go to work tonight. Yeah, FPP can play them. Not sure what the issue was. Oh, maybe he just saw that and thought it wouldn't work. Double check the playlist through and don't cause things to hang. Okay. Oh. Wait, do I need to check the playlist somewhere? Landed on the name Paragon for the Dragon. Yeah, I think we did land on Paragon. Everyone needs Amazon Prime. Oh, yes, I love that. Yes. Then Paul Hibbert can make not enough yachts jokes. Does xLights communicate directly with WLED? DJ Roscoe, yes, it can. That will be something that is on my list of things we should do. Maybe we can do that. We'll have to do it this week. Basically, without opening xLights again, when you're adding a controller, there is a option for a WLED controller, and you can add your quad or your Uno or whatever, right, guys? The pixel heads. Then it treats it like another controller. Not anymore. I think E131 is not what we use anymore, right, guys? Is it DDP or something like that? They add regular WLED support without E131. You can add a WLED based controller in xLights as a controller. DDP, yeah. So you can add it as a controller, and you just select it from the drop down of what types of controllers there are, just like I would do for the Culp or something for these ones that I have, the big ones. And then, in fact, we should probably do that because I do have a one section of one of my controllers that does the side of the house that comes around the back of the house that I end up just having to turn off because it doesn't sync with the show, but it's on the back of the house. So E131 always puzzled me with that universe nonsense. Yeah, man, xLights is so much better than it was a couple years ago. Most use DDP instead of E131. DDP has been since version 12. What version are we on? Hey, Stubbs is here. Hit that like button. We were just about to go through the questions and answers. You'd be very proud, Stubbs. We made a sequence in about 45 minutes. We did in fact, we almost made two, honestly, technically. We almost made two because we did Little Drummer Boy from some random file on Google Drive. And it was kind of simple. And I was like, oh, this is done. And then Turtle and some other guys said, oh, no, do the one from, I think it was mostly Turtle said, do the one from xLights Around the World from 2019. It's really good. There's like a matrix and there's a video and stuff. And so I did, and it's awesome. So we did it. We'll do it on the stream tonight. Yeah, you can watch it. You can watch what it'll look like on the rendering. I did the rendering on the full screen without my ugly head in the way. So, all right. Let's just check the questions here, and then I will probably get going. All right, trigger the questions. There it is. Sometime over the next 12 days, would you show to wire up 2 strings of LEDs to a Digi Uno V2R6, please? Yes, that's easy, easy, easy. We can do that, Blitz. B-Fits, and that's it. Okay, no problem. All right, guys. Well, hey, I am going to call up the Munchkins, and we're going to call it a little bit early tonight. Wi-Fi will not work. Oh, Wi-Fi will work, but it's not great. Correct. Yes, you can do it with. Can you do it with the Wi-Fi antenna? Yes, but the problem. So the trick with, and maybe this is something we should do too, is maybe we should play with the ES Pixel sticks a little bit, or the ES Pixel stick firmware on a Quinn LED controller. You should probably do that. The benefit of some of these other controllers, like the Culp and the Falcons and the ES Pixel stick, is that they have an SD card slot. And just like you saw when I uploaded the xLights sequence to my controllers, I uploaded them to both controllers. I uploaded the whole sequence to both controllers. If I had a third controller on there that was a WLED controller, well, I can't upload it to a WLED controller because WLED does not incorporate the SD card reader. There are some Quinn LED devices that have an SD card reader. You can get an ESP32. In fact, that's funny. I grabbed one that has one. You can get these AE Plus controllers that do have an SD card slot right there, SD card slot. So you can get these. And then the Octas also have a card slot, but WLED firmware does not take advantage of the card slot. The SD card slot. You have to use ES Pixel Stick firmware. You just flash it onto this instead of WLED, and then you can use this as a controller. So there are some people I've heard that say, and you can do xLights, you can do Falcon Player, and you can do all the WLED effects, but some people just like the interface of WLED as well, and the presets and just the simplicity of that. So what they'll do is on their Quinn LED controllers, they'll have one controller that's like this, that has an SD card slot that goes in their quad, and they use this during Christmas showtime. And then when Christmas showtime is over, they take this one off and they put on the one that doesn't have SD card slot but runs WLED. This one they run ES Pixel Stick, and then a different one, not that I have to show you, but another one they have that runs WLED, and they just swap them off during the different seasons. So some of them do that. Some folks do that. All right, let's see. Did I actually do a sign off button yet? Gosh, what a lame head. What a lame head. Oh, and I did turn down the volume on my Google after Sir Goodenough chastised me. Knucklehead. IGB IC LEDs are individually controlled. I assume that's what you mean, Mike. I think RGB IC LEDs, IC integrated circuit LEDs. I believe these are all, you could count these all as RGB IC LEDs. I think that's probably a broader term. These, most of what we use are WS2811, which is, I guess, the specific integrated circuit that it uses, or WS2812s. There are others, and they all are individually addressable. Some are not quite individually addressable. Hi, baby. How are you? Doing okay? This one's been sick. Is there an ESP with Ethernet and SD on one to make the quad a smart receiver? No. You can either have Ethernet with this ESP32, and I give the reliability of these is lower than the other types. I think it's better. I think it's gotten better, but there was a time where a lot of these were failing. I think it's better, but I still feel like we get a lot of these that either fail or that people don't know how to use, and so they think they failed. Or you can do the one that has the SD card. But I don't think you can do, I think eventually you do run out of the capabilities of the ESP32. I don't know that you can do the Quindor doesn't have one. Maybe there's one from somebody else. I guess when you get into it, you're going to something like a Culp 8 or is there a Culp 4 or just a smart receiver, but they don't have Ethernet. Yeah. RJ45, Cat5, but not Ethernet? Oh, really? Oh, yeah, that's right, because it just it communicates with the other controllers. So you have to run a Cat5 cable from your big show controller, like your Culp or your Falcon, to the smart receiver. And the smart receiver just has the Ethernet jack, but all it gets from it doesn't connect to the internet. It doesn't get an IP address. It just communicates with your bigger controller. The girls are like, Dad, would you stop talking already? We're supposed to be signing off now. Right? All right. Hey, thanks, fellas. Tomorrow we'll stream again. It'll be in early afternoonish is my guess, depending on how much I get to sleep tonight or how much I have to work and how much I have to sleep tomorrow. But I'm having a great time. 12 streams of Christmas. Tomorrow we're already on number 9. Can't believe it. Okay. How do you want to sign off today? Should we go back to signing off like Santa? Are you feeling good enough to sign off like Santa? Okay. Ready?
As always, thanks for watching. Until next time, adios.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Mwah. Okay. Bye.